Yeah. Hello dear students. So let me continue some more problems which are based on mirrors and mirror concept. So anyhow, in the last session I covered some if a object moves towards a plane mirror with a speed something 4 meter per second, then we calculated velocity of image with respect to object and velocity of image with respect to mirror. We calculated some problems. Okay, you try one more questions. For suppose they given like this. See, anyhow we know the formula. Velocity of the mirror we got it as velocity of the object plus velocity of the image by 2. Okay, because I taken VOM is equals to minus VIM, and that we got it as by applying differentiation. For suppose they given one problem like this. An object moves. You try one simple question based on speed. So they given like this: an object moves with a 5 meter per second towards the mirror. An object moves with a speed of 5 meter per second towards the mirror, and a mirror is moving with a speed of 1 meter per second towards the object. Then find the speed of the image. If we use our shortcut formula, what is our formula? VO is equals to VM is equals to VO plus VI by 2. VM is left side minus 1, VO 5, VI is our target 2. So minus 2, 5 plus VI. So VI is equals to minus 7 meter per second. Minus nothing but image moves towards left. Okay. Otherwise you can apply general process. So this is the formula, we got it already. If you want, you can apply our regular formula. This is velocity of the mirror and this is velocity of the object. Okay. We know velocity of the object with respect to mirror, we can write it as velocity of object minus velocity of mirror. Okay, if you are good in relative velocity concept, you can go for this. Otherwise, you can use I cap, J caps. Next problem I am going to use I cap, J cap. So VOM with respect to mirror I am finding VO is 5, mirror is moving left, minus of minus 1 plus 1. So velocity of object with respect to mirror 6 meter per second. If velocity of object with respect to mirror is 6 meter per second, velocity of image with respect to mirror is minus 6 meter per second, that you know well, because VOM which is equivalent to minus VIM. Recall the last class topic. Now VI is our target. They are asking only speed of the image. Okay, one direction speed, velocity, no need to worry. So VI minus VM is equal to minus 6. VI is equal to minus 6 plus VM. Minus 6, VM is minus 1. Again I am getting 7 meter per second. So image moves towards left. Just I solved one more question. If the mirror is moving with 37 degrees, just resolve the components. For suppose in the next problem, if they give, if the mirror moves with something 37 degrees like this, resolve the two components, and vertical component anyhow it will. So vertical component does not changes. Okay, parallel component does not changes the image, only the perpendicular component will changes the image. So take this as the velocity of the mirror or speed of the mirror. Okay, this will not affect the image nature. Okay, because we are solving problems based on plane mirror. Okay, just resolve the velocity into components and apply the same concept, you will get the answer. You try some other questions from any type of book. Okay, we can solve these type of questions by using vector notation also. Let me give one problem on vector notation. Let me check whether it is coming or not. It's clear. Okay, you take this one. Let me give one more question which is based on vectors. I will give the question also. See, both cases same. Okay, this is direct formula and this is a regular method. Now see what they given is, they given a plane mirror, they given a plane mirror. See, this is the plane mirror. Okay, other side is something polished. They placed an object here at the coordinates 2 comma 0 comma 0. So object is moving like this. Okay, with a vector 2 I cap 2 j cap meter per second. Now the question is, find relative velocity of image with respect to object. Write down, find relative velocity of image with respect to object. This is the object. Find relative velocity of image with respect to object. Okay, so they given some vector representations. This is 2 I cap 2 j cap, that also we can decide easily. So 2 I cap 2 j cap means, see, this is 2 I cap and this is the vertical component 2 j cap. Okay, with respect to mirror, this 2 j cap remains 2 j cap, and here this is the image. If object is at a distance of 2, image also at a distance of 2, no need to mention, and image is looks like this. Okay, so this is 2 I cap 2 j cap. Okay, this is the resultant speed. Okay, so vertical component does not affect, only perpendicular component perpendicular to the mirror will changes the image. Here the image will move 2 I cap left side. Now they are asking velocity of means speed of image with respect to object. So speed of image with respect to object means we can write Vi minus Vo. They asked only speed of image with respect to object. Speed of image is 2 I cap left side, so minus 2 I cap minus Vo, so as it is 2 I cap. Now the answer is 4 I cap. So the required answer for this question is 4 I cap. Okay, so this is one simplest question. So you try some other questions from any other material. Just here I am giving some confidence. Now let me find out some coordinates. What happens? Some coordinates let me find. I will give you one more questions. See, this is the mirror shaded other side. Yeah. See one more question. Let me find out some x and y coordinates. I will give you some proper question. They given one diagram. See the question. They given something reflecting surface. See, they given a reflecting surface. So one good level of question this is. They given this is the one of the reflecting surface. Reflecting surface. Anyhow, we are going to learn these curved surfaces in the continuation. Okay, actually this is like a spherical mirror. Okay, they given a reflecting surface. Okay, see the question. I will read the question. You try to maintain it. A reflecting surface is represented by the equation. So they given reflecting surface that is represented by the equation y is equals to 2L by pi sine of pi x by L, with some condition is given with 0 less than x less than or equal to L. So maintain the question. A reflecting surface is represented by the equation y is equal to 2L by pi sin pi x by L, 0 less than x less than L. A ray traveling horizontally becomes vertical after reflection. Then the coordinates of the point where the ray is incident is. So what they given is, a light ray strikes the surface. Okay, light ray strikes the surface and becomes vertical after reflection. Let us suppose light ray is a horizontal light ray is coming from somewhere, horizontal light ray is coming from somewhere, which is strikes the spherical surface. Don't worry, we are going to discuss spherical surfaces in the continuation. Spherical mirrors will come, and after reflection the light ray becomes vertical. After reflection the light ray becomes vertical. So, this is horizontal, this is vertical, means angle between them is 90 degrees. If I draw the normal, see that, let me draw a normal. Whatever the line which is passing through the center, that becomes a normal. So, this is the theta, no doubt theta is equal to 45 degrees. Okay? And the slope of this we can write it as slope, generally we can write it as tan theta. Tan theta we can write it as dy by dx, but theta is 45. So, dy by dx is equals to 45 means 1, dy by dx is 1. Now, we have to find what are this x coordinate, y coordinate. See, this is x, this is y. They are asking to find what are the position of the point where the light ray strikes. So, this based on some simple geometry and simple mathematical question. We need to find x coordinate and y coordinate. So, anyhow dy by dx is 1, dy by dx is 1 and tan theta is a 1. So, d by dx of y value, just do this one, y value, how much it is? 2l by pi sin pi x by L is equal to 1. Apply differentiation with respect to x. This is 2L by pi cos of pi x by L, and one more is pi by L is equal to 1. Okay. Now, cos pi x by L is equal to 1 by 2, cos 1 by 2. So, it is, okay, I am using so many steps for understanding point of view only, cos of pi by 3. Now, x is equals to, we are getting L by 3, x is L by 3, where L is the given L condition, okay, x less than or equal to L, they given all the conditions. So, what is x coordinate? X coordinate I am getting L by 3. Once I got x value, substitute x value here, you will get the y value. So, y is equals to 2L by pi sin of pi by L, x nothing but L by 3, L cancelled, sin pi by 3, sin 60 root 3 by 2. So, 2L by pi, okay, root 3 by 2, now root 3 L by pi. Now, what are the coordinates? Coordinates I am getting x is L by 3 and y is root 3 L by pi, okay. So, these are the coordinates L by 3, L by 3 and root 3 L by pi. Take this one. So, here light ray strikes the surface, undergo reflection. If undergo reflection, then no doubt this reflected ray becomes perpendicular to this. So, theta becomes 45, nothing but 1. So, just I used a simple mathematics to get the x coordinate and y coordinate. I will give you one more question to get some confidence about these type of questions. So, take this, I will give you one more question. Okay. See, let me find one more problem similar to this. So, maintain one more question. Find out x and y, means x coordinate, y coordinate. Find out x and y such that reflected ray becomes vertical after reflection as shown in figure. find out x comma y, find out x comma y such that reflected ray becomes vertical, reflected ray becomes vertical after reflection as shown in figure. See the given, the diagram is like this. Okay, so inner surface is something polished. Okay, and here this is x coordinate, x axis, y axis, center. They given this diagram. Now light ray coming from somewhere, and after reflection reflected ray becomes again vertical. So again vertical means if I draw the normal, normal touches the center, whatever the line which is touches the center, that becomes a normal line. If r is the radius, I no doubt how much this one, 45 degrees. If it is 45, this is also 45, this is also 45. Now we need to find the coordinates. So the x coordinate is, see, from center, this is x, this is y. So what are x coordinate? R cos 45, x is equals to r cos 45, y is equals to r sin 45. But with respect to left side, so the coordinates are x is equals to minus r cos 45, y is equals to r sin 45. Now the x comma y values are minus r by root 2 and plus r by root 2. So these are the x and y coordinates. Okay, because here after reflection the reflected ray becomes vertical. Sometimes reflected ray may be deviated by something angle. Okay, if the reflected ray deviated by something 30 degrees, let us see, this is the case. After reflection reflected ray becomes vertical. For example, after reflection reflected ray, after reflection, see light ray is coming horizontally from somewhere, and after reflection if the reflected ray deviated by something 30 degrees. Okay, it is deviated by something 30 degrees. With respect to this line, how much it is? 30 degrees, and this is 90, no? So reflected ray, this is the original path of light ray. This is the original path of light ray. It is deviated by something, how much it is exactly? 30 plus, this is 120 degrees. After reflection, if the reflected ray, see the light ray is travelling along a straight line. Once it strikes the spherical surface, okay, spherical reflecting surface, after reflection the reflected ray deviated by something 120 degrees, then what are the x and y coordinates? Here after reflection reflected ray becomes vertical, then the coordinates are minus r by 2 to plus r by 2. Okay, here after reflection reflected ray deviated by 120 degrees. According to this question, 120 degrees they may give. After reflection maybe some 160, 120, 180, whatever. 180 means reverse. So if I draw the normal, that line has to pass through the center, and see this is 120 and this is 60. How much this value? 30. If this is 30, this is 30, now it makes 30. Now the coordinates at this point, this is r cos 30 and this is r sin 30. Now the coordinates are x and y is minus r cos 30 and plus r sin 30. So root 3 r by 2. Check the condition once again. Draw proper diagrams, root 3 r by 2 and r by 2. Let me check this wire is fitting. Yeah. Let me try one more question related to same model. They given some hyperbola they given. The question pattern is same, write down the same question. Find x comma y such that ray becomes vertical as shown in figure. Find x comma y such that find x coordinate y coordinate such that ray becomes vertical as shown in figure. They given this, okay, like a parabola, okay, hyperbola, okay. The given equation is it is varying with x is equals to y square, okay. The surface, reflecting surface varying with x is equals to y square. X is equal to y square, nothing but a parabola equation, okay. Now the light ray is coming from somewhere, strikes the spherical surface. After reflection, reflected ray becomes vertical, okay. Reflected ray becomes vertical means if I draw the normal, it has to touch the center, and no doubt again theta 45, again theta how much, 45, okay. So this is also 45, okay. If I draw the tangent, see this is also 45, okay, left side it will get. Now they are asking what are the coordinates here, x, y. Use this equation to get x coordinate and y coordinate. Anyhow, theta is decided as a 45 degrees, tan theta is 45. So dy by dx is tan theta, dy by dx is tan theta is 45, dy by dx is equals to 1. So dy by dx is 1 means just you apply differentiation for this. Dx is equals to 2y dy. Dx is equals to 2y dy. Then dy by dx is the tan theta, nothing but the slope, nothing but 2y. This dy by dx is tan theta. See what is dy by dx? Dy by dx is nothing but tan 45. So tan 45 means 1. Okay, you will get again 1. Whenever the ray becomes vertical means theta is 45. So this is 1. Then what is y value? 1 by 2. Y is 1 by 2. As y is 1 by 2, from this x is equals to y square 1 by 2 square. Now what are the coordinates? X coordinate is 1 by 4, y coordinate is 1 by 2. Check this. So this is also one of the good level of question. Okay, if the surface is varying with x is equals to y square, then x coordinate where the light ray will strikes is 1 by 4, y coordinate where the light ray will strikes is 1 by 2. Okay, x and y coordinates are 1 by 2 and 1 by 4. So 1 by 4 and 1 by 2. So practice these type of questions. These type of questions will help for standard level of exams. Okay. Now let me try one more question. Take this. See one more simplest question. Just I am discussing some good level of questions today. Next I am going to start spherical surfaces after the number of images concept. See what they given is, they given a plane mirror which makes an angle some 37 degrees. See they given a plane mirror. See this is the plane mirror whose length is mentioned 5 meter, which makes an angle 37 degrees, and an observer, okay, a person, a man, he is moving with a speed of 2 meter per second in this direction. Okay, if we move from this place to some other place up to certain distance or up to certain distance and up to certain interval of time, he is able to see his image inside the mirror. Okay, if we start from here up to certain interval of time, he is going to see, means he is able to see his full image inside the mirror. Okay, inside the mirror. Anyhow, to see the image, generally we have to drop a normal on a plane mirror. Okay, here this is normal. Okay, 37 they mentioned, this is 37. and this is, if 37, this is 90, and how much this value? 53. Okay, so what is the question here is, so write down the question, find out the time after which, find out the time after which an observer will, find out the time after which an observer will not be able to see, after which, find out the time after which an observer will not be able to see his own image. Means after what time? Means up to certain time he is able to see the image, up to certain distance, up to certain time he is able to see his full image. After what time he is unable to see the image? That is our target. After what time interval he is unable to see his own image inside the mirror. Okay, so we need to find the time taken by the observer. To get the time taken, see, from use some simple geometry. This is 5 meter, 37, 53. Okay, resolve this into two components. Okay, so how much it is now? 5, this is 53. Let us suppose this is something x. Directly we can write 5 sec 37. Otherwise this is x. If it is x, find first x value. X nothing but distance, speed, we can find the time. Distance, speed means we can find the time. Let us find what is this x. You can resolve the components, directly you will get. For perpendicular this is a second, sec x. Otherwise this is x means from this cos, so for this one opposite hypotenuse. So sine, again I am using some lengthy steps, sine 53 is 5 by x. Anyhow we know some triangle rules, 37 degrees triangle, 3, 4, 5, and this is 37 means 53. Sine 53 value, sine 53 is 4 by 5, 5 by x. How much x value? 25 by 4 meter. Up to 25 by 4 meter he is able to see the image. After that, once he cross, he is unable to see his full image inside the mirror. Okay, now x is clear, speed is clear, we can find the time. Okay, v is equals to speed, v is equals to x by t, so t is equals to x by v, 25 by 4 by time by v. How much the speed they given? So 25 by 8. After 25 by 8 seconds he is unable to see the image. Okay, 3 point above. After 25 by 8 seconds he is unable to see the image, because mirror is inclined by something angle. If he starts with 2 meter per second, up to certain interval of time he is able to see the image. After this time, if the time is reaches to 25 by 8 and crosses, then he is unable to see his own image. Up to certain distance he is able to see the image. Up to this distance, up to perpendicular distance he is able to see the image. Once he crosses this, he is unable to view his own image inside the mirror. Okay, so take this. Now see one more, completely based on mirrors only. Yeah. See, for example, if you want to use the, means if you want to see our full image in front of a plane mirror, if you are standing inside in front of a plane mirror, if you want to see the full image of the person in the plane mirror, then we need a minimum length of the mirror. Minimum length is required. Okay, minimum length is required to see the full image of any object. Okay, so sometimes mirror size is very small, object size is more, even though we are able to see the image inside the mirror. Okay, so to see one complete object inside the mirror, we required a minimum length of the mirror. and position of the mirror also will play the main role. For suppose mirror is there, if the mirror is downside, if I am standing like this, I am unable to see my image. If it is at certain suitable height, yes, I am able to see my image. So where the mirror is there, that also important. So for suppose a person whose height is h, a person of height h, he wants to see his full image inside the mirror. Then what is the length of the mirror required by him to see his full image? Okay, so let us suppose they are given like this. See, this is the mirror. Okay, I am going to show everything with ray diagram. See, this is the mirror. Whatever may be the length of the mirror right now, he is going to see how much, means he is going to use how much the part. A mirror right now I am placing on a floor. Okay, I am placing on a floor. So a person standing in front of a plane mirror. Let us suppose the person is standing here. Okay, let us suppose take the eye level, he is here. Generally there is a gap between eye level and our forehead, top level. Okay, so let me neglect this gap right now. Okay, this gap. So let us suppose eye is at the top of the head. So just this I am considering as a single point. So let me take, this is eye level. Okay, he wants to see his full image, person of height h, person of height h. So if you want to see his full image, then he needs a minimum length of the mirror, and position of the mirror also required. That position also I will discuss. So to see his bottom, okay, he is an object. Object will emit light rays in all directions. So one of the light ray coming from the bottom and reaches the eye. Reaches the eye. Okay, one of the light ray, because he wants to see his bottom foot. Okay, so one of the light ray coming, there are so many light rays coming from the complete body. So one of the light ray coming from here and strikes the mirror, undergo reflection, reaches the eye. Okay, forehead also there, eye, directly I am writing eye. And one more light ray strikes the mirror directly and undergo reflection, normal incidence. Okay, if I extend these light rays to the backward, if I extend this light rays to the backward, then no doubt, see, this is the image of the person, this is H, and he required, see, he required only this length of the mirror, only this part is enough to see his full image. See, the concept is, a person wants to see his full image inside a mirror. A person of height h, he wants to see, a person of height h wants to see his full image inside a mirror. Then the minimum length of the mirror is, so this length only needed. Let us see. See, this part is not useful, only this part is enough. So by using geometry, if this is theta, this is also theta. If this is theta, this is also theta. Okay, use the geometry if you want. Let us suppose something, this is A, B, A dash, B dash. Use similar triangles. No doubt from this one, we can say this is L is equal to h by 2. 5 similar triangles, these two triangles are same. These two triangles are almost same. I drawn little different, but no need to worry. These two almost same. Okay. Otherwise, use geometry. A dash, B dash, B. Similar triangles. No need of actual these things, because still I didn't drawn properly. That's why I am using this one. Otherwise, I may give direct answer. So A dash, B dash, B. A dash, B dash, B, and something if we use PQ. P, Q, B. Height by height, h by L, height of bigger one by height of smaller one, length by length. If this is something D, this is also D. If object is at a distance of D, image also at a distance of D. So what is the total one? D, D. So bigger one is, so height by length 2D by D. Okay. Now h is equals to 2l, the minimum height. So l is equals to how much? Minimum length h by 2. So the minimum length of the mirror required by the person is h by 2. Okay, see the concept. A person standing in a person of height h, still the diagram is not clear. Okay, it's manageable because I am using geometry now, so no problem. A person of height h wants to see his full image inside a mirror, then he required only this length of the mirror. Only this length is sufficient to see his full image. No need of this one. Means we can place the mirror at this much height. See, if this is h, no doubt this is h by 2. Diagram is little lengthy, don't think that that is lengthy. So this is h by 2. So if you shift this mirror at a height of h by 2 also, he is able to see the full image. Okay, means we can shift the mirror to a maximum height of how much? H by 2. Okay, if the person height is something 5 meter, if the mirror is shifted to maximum of 2.5 meter, then he is able to see the image. Okay, maximum lift in position of the mirror is half of the person height. Okay, this is h, this is h by 2. I drawn little small, just h by 2, h by 2. Okay, and he required only this part, h by 2. Use the geometry, you will get h by 2. For suppose, if the eye level is below the forehead, right now I am taking eye level onwards. If there is a gap between forehead to the eye, something 10 centimeter, of course some millimeters range, some 10 centimeter or 5 centimeters, then in that case also we need some minimum length of the mirror. So the length of the mirror does not changes. Length of the mirror, which is equivalent to half of the person height. L is equals to h by 2. Okay, I will give you one more example to get some confidence. So here right now, if a person wants to see his full image, then the minimum length of the mirror is equivalent to half of the person height. Half of the person height. L is equals to h by 2. For suppose, if the person wants to see some backside wall, let me draw one more diagram. Here, let me rub this one. I'll give you one more question also, don't worry. If the person wants to see some backside wall, let us see what is the length of the mirror required by him to see backside wall. See, this is the mirror. Right now I am drawing the mirror from the bottom. We can shift the mirror into the air also. That also will do. Let us suppose the person is standing here. Okay, he is at a distance of something d. Again at one more distance something wall is there. See, this is the wall. Wall height is given h. He wants to see the backside wall along with the person. Person height is not mentioned, only wall height is given in this situation. So person wants to see the backside wall inside the mirror. Then what is the length of the mirror required by this person? This is also based on simple geometry and ray representation. He wants to see the backside wall means he has to see the bottom of the wall and the top of the wall. Bottom, top. So one of the light ray, just you starts from bottom of the wall, and that has to reach the eye. Yes, he is going to see the bottom of the wall. One more, he has to see the top of the wall. Okay, top of the wall. So getting diagram is important. Once you got correct diagram, it is easy to estimate the answer. See, so he required only this part. This part is sufficient to see the backside wall of height h. If you extend, you will get the answer. Use the geometry. See, now if you extend this light rays, okay, you extend properly. Now this is the wall. Okay. Again use triangle system to get this L value. See, this is D, this is D, no doubt this is 2D because wall, D plus D, 2D. Now we need what is the length of the mirror. So use some geometry like P, Q, R, something S, T, P, Q, R, S, T. Okay. So I am using SPT, SPT, no need directly we can expect SPT, triangle SPT and QRP, SPT, SPT, QPR. So height by height, height is H by L, height by height is equals to base by base, base of the bigger one is 2D plus D, 3D. Base of the smaller one is D. Now what is the length of the mirror required by him? Length of the mirror required by him is H by 3. Okay. If you want to see the previous, means in the previous question he wants to see his own image. So the minimum length of the mirror required by him is H by 2. Now in this case he wants to see his backside wall whose height is H. Then the minimum length of the mirror required by him is H by 3. Okay. So minimum length of the mirror is H by 3. So in a previous question I taken eye level is at the top. Now for in some problems they will give eye level is little below. A person of height is something 2 meter, whose eye level is something 20 centimeter below the forehead, below the top, this is the top. Then where he has to see the, means what is the length of the mirror required by him and at what place we can shift the mirror, what place we can shift the mirror to see the full image. We can shift the mirror means at what height we have to arrange the mirror so that he is able to see the image of the person. That also I will continue. First you draw this diagram, I will continue one more question. So there are so many models here, based on the situation I am covering 1 or 2 questions. Yeah, let us try one more question. First suppose, see they given the question like this. Okay, I will give you orally. See, I am not finding the question. Okay, no problem. See, there is a mirror. Just orally you tell the answer. The mirror is somewhere, and person is standing in front of the plane mirror. Okay, this is the top level. His eye level is here. For understanding point of view, drawn little down. Let us suppose person height is 2 meter, eye level is 20 centimeter below the top, 20 centimeter below the top. Then what is the length of the mirror required by him to see his full image? Okay. So this is also possible if you draw proper ray diagram, so that you practice number of times. Just I drawn little bit big. This is top, forehead level. Okay, this is eye level. Every ray has to reach this only 20 centimeter. 20 centimeter means eye level is at what height? Eye level is at 180 centimeter. He wants to see his full image, means one of the light ray has to strikes the comes from the bottom and reaches the eye level. Okay, see this is 180. No doubt this is the 90. Are you following why it is 90 centimeter? Why? Because this is the equilateral triangle. Okay, angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. These two angles are same. These two triangles also same. Okay, use some simple geometry. If this is 180, this must be 90 centimeter. So mirror we can arrange at a 90 centimeter also. He is able to see the image, and he wants to see the top. See, one of the light ray comes from the top. See, drawing diagram is important. See, the total 20. Still not getting clear diagram. So be patient while solving in optics problems. Right now nothing. Next some good level of questions will come. Yeah. So again he is going to use only this length. Tell me how much it is. See, this is 90 centimeter and this is 20. So this is 10, this is 10. Okay. So here still the diagram is not clear. Okay. See, this is also, see how much this one, 10. Still not clear. Let me draw fast one more time. Getting diagram is the matter now. Let me draw eye level little below to understanding point, for understanding point of view. See, this is the top level. Okay. Forehead, let me draw eye level is here for understanding point of view. 2 meter height, person height is 2 meter. Okay. And this is 20 centimeter below. Eye level is 20 centimeter below. For understanding point of view, I drawn little bit big. One of the light ray coming from the bottom has to reach the eye level. This is eye level, our eye level. Okay, the gap is something 20 centimeter. For understanding point of view, I drawn little bit big. So this is 180 centimeter. Total is 180. 20 centimeter, 180 centimeter, nothing but 2 meter. Okay, this is 180 and these two are equal triangles. If this is theta, this is theta. So this is how much now? 90 centimeter. So if we shift mirror up to 90 centimeter height also, we can see the image. And let us see, if you want to see the top, yeah. So this is a 10, this is a 10, 10, 10. So he is able to see only this part. This part of length is required. Tell me how much this part of length. See, this is 90. This left side is 90. Observe carefully. Diagram will play the main role. This is 90. This is 90. So extend it. This is 90. Up to here is 90. And see, this is a 10. This is a 10. So up to here is 90 centimeter. And next is 10 centimeter. Tell me how much now total? Total length of the mirror is how much? 100 centimeter, nothing but 1 meter. What is the height of the mirror? Sorry, height of the person? 2 meter. What is the length of the mirror required by him? Length of the mirror required by him is 1 meter. Again what? L is equals to h by 2 is applicable or not? Yes, it is applicable. And mirror, what height we can shift the mirror? If you shift up to 90 centimeter height also, he is able to see the clear image inside the mirror. But length of the mirror required by him is, length of the mirror required by him is 1 meter. Okay. So position of the image, generally it is independent of the length of the mirror. Okay, L is h by 2. If the height of the person is h, L is equals to length of the mirror required by him is L is equals to h by 2. Okay, if the person eye level is 40 centimeter below, this is 160. So if you shift the mirror up to 80 centimeter also, you are able to see your full image. But length required by the mirror is equivalent to half of the person height. Okay, some other questions also there, some lengthy level of questions. Okay, so there is a mirror, one object is in front of the mirror at a distance of 1 meter, and one more observer is 1 more meter distance, if you want to see his image, full image,